Hey everyone, it's Johnny, and in this video I'm going to be sculpting an Ursula the Sea Witch themed decorative piece using UV resin and air dry clay. I hope you enjoy the video and thank you for watching. So here I'm starting out by taking some air dry clay and sculpting it into the shape of Ursula's little cauldron type thing. Not sure what it's called, but it's that magic-y thing where she casts the spell that steals Ariel's voice. Oh, also, this video is part of the Disney collaboration hosted by the Friendship Express collab group, and I've linked the playlist in the description so you can check out all the other videos in there as well. And here I'm sculpting Ursula's seashell necklace pendant using some air dry clay. So Ursula's little cauldron thingy has a bunch of spikes on the top, and for these pieces I drew the spikes on some paper, then placed a silicone piece over it so I could sculpt it out with UV resin. And I just made a bunch of them and made sure to flip them over and resin the other side as well. Then I attached all the little spikes to the clay piece with some more UV resin. Next, it was time to paint. I wanted the lines and cracks to be a deep aqua color, so I brushed the paint all over, making sure to fill all the lines. Then I brushed the rest of the piece with black paint, being careful not to fill the aqua lines. And I wanted the bowl of the cauldron to glow, so I brushed on some orange glow paint, though I did change it to blue later on. Next, I carved the little details into the seashell pendant before giving it a base layer of yellow flash ColorShift paint. Once the first layer of the tentacle is cured, I flip it over and cover the inside with purple flash ColorShift paint and then set them aside to dry. And here are the tentacles so far. The paint looks really lumpy, but the other side will be smooth, and the lumpy side does get covered with some black acrylic paint after covering the exposed paint with UV resin first. And as always, any exposed paint layers get covered with more UV resin. For the seashell pendant, I wanted it to be a shiny gold color, so I gave it a layer of my no wipe gel top coat. Then I cured it for 30 seconds, and then I burnished in some gold chrome powder. Oh, and then I sealed in the chrome powder with some more no wipe gel top coat. Next, I added the suction cups, which are incidentally called suckers, to the tentacles. To do this, I used my dotting tools to apply the paint, and after it dried, I domed each one with a drop of UV resin. Once the resin was cured, I used my heat gun to soften the tentacles so that I could bend and curl them into more tentacly shapes. And I was really careful not to overdo it with the heat, since too much could make the paint bubble and shrivel inside the resin. Next, I sealed the glow paint in the cauldron with some UV resin and attached a large cabochon to the center so I could attach the seashell pendant on top of it. For the final steps, I attached the pieces to the wooden platform base, painted the base a blue-green color, attached some fiberglass pieces, and it was done. I had a blast making this, and I love how it turned out, but I do wish I had made the paint darker or even used a different color fiberglass pieces, but again, I still love it. Alright, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Have a great weekend, and I will talk to you in the next one.